Yeah, sure. Can we go live?
Okay.
Sweet.
Are you coming in? Oh, yeah. Hey,
Hi, we're Royal Canoe. I'm Michael.
I'm Derek. I'm Brendan.
And we're making carne asada tacos for Ride Don't Hide.
And
Go! Yeah.
Are we doing?
Probably going to the tortilla room.
Well, there's one that I just pressed, but you can see it. Doing any sort of topping, really? Just like making some fresh tortillas, and hopefully they don't fall apart.
Nice.
Sure.
The 10 seconds, you just have to like edge around them.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, saved it.
Let's get a close up of that pan there. Wow. So pretty much for those taco shells, it's 10 seconds on the first side, 30 seconds on the next, and then flip back in an additional 30 seconds. And in the recipe, what are the proportions, Derek?
We're using masa, which is corn flour, and I used about two and a quarter cups of masa and to 2 cups of water, and just mix it by hand for about 2 minutes, and then just sort of portioning out like golf ball size balls of dough.
And then, here, show this. We're marinating our flank steak right now. That was delightful. So in here, we have jalapeno, half a red onion, 3 cloves of garlic, cilantro, orange juice, lime juice, and a bit of soy sauce. Ideally, you would like marinate this for, as much as 12 hours overnight kind of thing. But we're just doing it quick and fast here. And then that'll hit the grill, and we're going to grill some peppers with it. Yeah, that's the plan.
You squeeze the lime and onion and cilantro on the top. Nice.
I don't know how many shells there are.
We're pretty much trying to mimic. We spend a lot of time in LA on tour and eat at some of the best taco trucks. So this is our very lacking imitation. Same elements, though.
Just minus the fresh gas station air. Oh, that place is the best.
There's how many shells do we have? Because I've only got enough for 2 more.
We got quite a few.
Yes.
Probably,
Enough for like a couple tacos each?
I think more like a dozen or so.
Yep. We're definitely there. I'm ready for another, Derek. Here you are.
Coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll go start the barbecue.
I can, if you want to do it, I'll get that covered instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this is my last one.
It's the first time we've made tacos together, guys.
That is true.
What have we done in the past? Lots of pastas. We did some killer pizzas out on the Sea Beach.
Yeah, we've done pizza. I don't know.
Burgers.
Oh, burgers.
The first Steinbach trip.
Generally, if the band is
Facial,
eating,
I
we're
should
the
say.
ones making it. Although Schellenberg will make a breakfast every now and then.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, the rest of you guys. But we also, on tour, have a thing called vanwiches, where we all, you pair up with someone and make a sandwich. And we have all the kitchen supplies in the van. We actually have an Instagram page where there's a couple of videos of that.
Is it RC Vanwich?
I'm going to go start the barbecue.
Wow.
Okay, careful out there, Derek. Oh, is it slippery? Oh yeah, these are looking nice.
Might as well grill some onions too, eh?
Man, I'm just gonna show the grill through the window.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about precipitation on the computer. On the barbecue too, or should we do those on here? Just like a solid ring, thick ring, throw it on here for a little bit.
I'm on barbecue. Don't you think?
Either way.
Come on, let's do it.
Either way.
Let's be brave.
Well, I don't know, I'm scared. Wait, Derek's got that one there. Got this new Lodge cast iron pan pot. It's a 3-liter pot with like a shallow lid that's also a frying pan.
Nice.
It's sweet. Probably weighs like 70 pounds.
Oh yeah, if you
Not
are
bad,
making the tortilla shells, you probably want to use a cast iron pan. Another just insider tip.
Do you have any tips for taking care of cast iron pans?
Yeah, well, to season it, the way that I've known how is you rub it with olive oil. Well, you clean it first, and you can at that point use something a little bit abrasive, and then you rub it down with olive oil.
Just never use soap.
Yeah, rub it down with olive oil outside, inside, and then turn it upside down in a 350-degree oven with like a little catch pan underneath, and keep it in there for an hour. And
Sweet.
You don't have to do that every time.
I also and when I'm done, like every time I cook with a cast iron, just wash it with just water, and then I always I dry it off immediately, and then I oil it before putting it away.
Little paper towel.
What you need there, pal?
just a bowl for these.
I recently got a set, and I'm using one that has like the grill lines on the bottom.
Oh yeah. Those are great for grill pans.
Use it for
That's
like.
great for steak.
I made steak on it, and we've done hamburgers on it because we don't have a barbecue because we're in an apartment.
Yeah, that's like the best. That's the next best thing to a barbecue. Sometimes better.
Yeah, eh? And
Derek,
then
you have a grill pan too. Cast iron grill pan.
Yeah.
that's my first experience, and I make pork chops on it most often. It seems pretty good for that.
Yeah, for sure. Great for vegetables too, like asparagus.
In that
eh?
bottle, Michael. Also, there's behind you. There's a bottle. Okay, that has that oil in it.
It feels.
Is there another one, or is that?
No, that is.
Okay, so this pan is done now.
Yes, it's probably hot.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
Very.
Do we get a close up on one of those tortilla shells?
Laptop close up. Don't drop on the pan.
Look at this steaming pile of tortilla shells.
Side looks like a fried plantain.
But if you're not gonna make your own tortilla shells, the La Cochina shells are great. I find.
And they're made locally.
Do you have any other go-tos, you guys? Does BMC sell shells?
Yeah, BMC.
Yeah, I don't know
everything, I think.
But I don't know what their shells are.
Right.
At El Izalco, they have actually these shells that are made in Minneapolis. They had like ones that they would bring in from Mexico, and decided they were going to just start bringing these ones from Minnesota because they were better.
Cool.
But these ones are the best.
Is it raining out there still?
Is it raining, Michael? Did you put peppers on the...
No, I just put them out there.
Okay.
I'll probably come outside to barbecue then.
Great.
I'm gonna grab my shoes.
Yeah, I guess we can just leave that there for a while.
Which?
Those will just stay warm.
Yeah.
Wrapped in a little blanket.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
My shoes. I'll probably just put it down and let all that cook, and then I'll flip it all.
Yeah.
And then it'll be real messy.
Pull all that off?
No. No, we'll just leave it all on there.
All right. That's bold.
Or we can scrape it off if you want.
Whatever you think. Leave it to that.
There's one person watching.
Whew. Watching the empty stove right now. Things about to get more exciting.
Well,
Okay, what's going on here?
I don't like
The rattle.
I don't like unnecessary sound. I can't stand if I walk by and there's like anything like, you know, with a foot. See, what was that? That'll be okay.
You don't normally walk that heavily.
All right.
It's
You got
so
a real fun
funny in the car too, especially in the car. Any like rattling, anything vibrating,
Oh man,
can't do it.
I have-
It drives me crazy.
I have water in the car in one of my car doors right now,
Oh no!
and every time I turn my car, it's like, whoosh, whoosh, and I'm like,
Okay.
We've gone over all the components of the dish, haven't we?
you could do it again.
Okay.
Or,
So pretty much that we got a piece of flank steak. I went over what's in the marinade, but again, you can marinate it for about 12 hours or so.
even overnight in the fridge if you wanted.
And then generally for a taco, components being cilantro, we're gonna grill some peppers and some onions. Radish is generally something that tacos are served with. We don't have that. Some sort of hot sauce.
We have lots of
I'm sure we
that.
got a few of those.
And yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. Pretty simple.
And lime. Did you say lime?
Did I say lime? And
I don't remember.
And
you,
you
can
can-
never have enough lime.
And then if you want, there like cheese, some sort of cheese could be an optional thing. We do have cotija cheese here, which is like a Mexican sort of like, it's soft, but it's also it's kind of salty like feta, but it's
fairly mild.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like a strong cheese flavor.
Okay, so
take a trip to the grill.
I'll I should chop some cilantro real quick, or you just three more into just
you want to
ripping it
Hey,
off.
B, you want to pass me that tray?
I do. Maybe there for a little bit.
Welcome to the outside. What I'm gonna do, get a tray for these vegetables.
Nice. Trying to think of the last time we had tacos as a crew. Probably we were in LA in September of last year, the start of our tour with Begonia, and we were staying up in Eagle Rock.
Got a tray somewhere.
And just at the bottom of the hill by where our Airbnb was, there was a little Mexican restaurant
And the barbecue's
that
not quite
was fantastic. And I'm pretty sure over the course of 2 nights, probably hit that place like 5 or 6 times. Yeah,
What's that?
I know Bucky had 3 meals there one day. The restaurant in Eagle Rock last time we were around. That little strip mall
Nice.
spot.
And for grilling flank steak, generally about 5 minutes aside on like a 400-degree grill is ideal.
Side.
Derek, I'm excited to do some open fire cooking in August.
Yeah.
Are you guys going camping?
That's the plan. Hopefully the weather will be decent.
Yeah.
If it's a weekend like this, I'm not sure if we'll be able to hack it, but
Yeah. If this was in the forecast, I probably wouldn't leave home. Couple more minutes. Super exciting.
how's the herb garden doing, Derek?
It's small, but it's they're growing.
What's in between the purple and the regular basil?
So I bought it. I saw this at the garden center. It said I saw the words holy basil, which is
right.
really prominent in like Thai cooking, and I got excited. And then when I got them home, it said holy basil in brackets, but it was a type of tea. So I don't know if
I think it's
the
still
same
the
thing.
same.
Okay.
I think it's still the same basil, like Tulsi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tulsi tea or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was the same.
Oh well, that's
plant,
good because
but
I was like,
I'm
because
not
I bought
sure.
4 of them because I was
Right.
excited, and then I was thinking, maybe I just wasted my money. But
Yeah, it's pretty strong once it gets
okay.
mature, I guess. Nice.
What's going on there? Call it topping.
I like it. It's a beast.
Some are gonna fall off. But
Just pour it right back on top.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sweet barbecue there.
Thanks.
That cast iron grill.
Hey, do you remember the name of some taco places we've eaten on tour that we like?
Nope. I mean, Guero's was that one in LA that we went to.
Austin Guero's.
Guero's. Okay, no.
So many of them are just like little
Yeah,
stands.
Bucky
in the
asked me
parking lot.
the last time we went.
It was less about the name and it was more about the location.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was called, but I might be able to tell you where it is.
Yeah, the more pop up, the better.
Yeah, I don't know. Most of them didn't even really have signs. The late night ones.
What's the one?
Oh,
in
yeah.
It's the best.
Edmonton?
Or they're like, it's not, the name of it isn't a big deal. It's more like, it's the one at this corner. That's the one you want to go to.
Can't remember. But in Winnipeg, you have BMC and Sergeant Taco.
Yeah.
Both
It's
great.
the one we went to in LA that was like kind of more East Hollywood, I think, is called Gisada. Yeah.
You're in East Hollywood.
It was sort of like a backyard patio. You order inside and get your tacos and then go sit in the back. That was good. I don't think we're going to get a contract from the Food Network for this.
This is riveting material.
Okay.
There's a restaurant I went to, or there's a restaurant very common and popular in Brazil. It's a buffet per kilo. So it's
Okay.
like a buffet, but you pay by weight.
Right.
So you only pay for the weight of the food that you take. And there's a lot of like tiny little neighborhood ones that just serve like all your mom's cooking basically.
Nice.
And it's and it costs like $5 for a full plate of food. It's like very reasonable.
You just want to make sure you're not just eating like potatoes and
Yeah, well it's
cheap
like
stuff that's heavy, but yeah.
yeah, for sure. You wanna but it's nice that you usually have a selection of like 4 or 5 meat dishes, like 2 types of rice, 2 types of beans,
Nice. This
French
was
fries,
in
stuff
Brazil?
like- yeah.
Cool.
And I really want that here. Like I would love a restaurant that's based on price by weight.
Yeah.
Because I think that makes so much sense. I'm not a huge eater.
Mhm.
But also it's nice because it's like the kind of restaurant where you can eat at it 3 times a day.
Mm.
And it's like,
Well, that place in Memphis we ate at, or Nashville.
Yeah, Arnold's.
Arnold's like country kitchen.
Yeah.
I feel
It
like
was
they
like
just
an
kind of
old,
eyeball your plate and charge you for
it
it.
was like a cafeteria style.
Yeah.
Like you just line up with a tray and sort of, there's people scooping slop onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, fried livers and rice and
Other
okra and sorts of heavy southern.
That was a good
stuff.
stretch because then we also ate at Rendezvous Ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus's
And
fried
Gus's
chicken.
Yeah. Rendezvous ribs is so good.
Yeah.
Coal, yeah, they cooked it over coal. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those because they were still like, it was more of a dry style.
Yeah.
It wasn't like braised and all sloppy. It was, yeah. Oh yeah.
Almost cooking time.
Delicious.
Probably worth mentioning that I think right now there's a there's a fundraiser going on for Canadian Mental Health Association, and they're accepting donations. And I think the equivalent of a $20 donation allows them to provide an hour free session for people, and all the money and services stay within Manitoba. So go and donate. Flip it.
How do you guys know when to flip your meat usually?
Generally, it's like for a piece this size, it's about 5 minutes aside.
It's a large piece, but it's not thick.
Yeah.
This is almost like a 2-tool.
Yeah.
Should I get another tool?
No.
Get the tortilla spatula. Yeah, flip it vertically instead of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, get a close up of that.
I'm gonna dump the rest of that stuff on the top. Yep.
Hold on, coming over here. Grill Master Deke.
Every time, I just never know. I just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's always a gamble.
Every time is a little bit different.
So what's the right way to cut flank steak again? You go
Cross grain.
against cross grain and diagonally, right? Or else you could be chewing it for hours.
Yeah. Worst things to be chewing on, I think.
Yeah. Well, for the first hour. First
Other,
hour's good.
other memorable places we've eaten on tour?
the
11 Madison.
Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Salt Lake has to be in there.
Salt Lake in outside of Austin in Texas.
Did any of us ever eat at Franklin's?
No. That's the kind of place in Austin. It's a barbecue restaurant, and it's the kind of place that you have to be there at like 9 a.m. just to line up for lunch service.
Their
That
brisket.
sells out every single day, and none of us ever had the ambition or drive to wait in line at 9.
Yeah.
But
So
Salt
we were
Lake,
never there long enough to be able to waste the whole morning just
Yeah.
waiting in line.
Salt Lake is great because it's bring your own booze. They get a nice bucket for the table. And then there's just a big open pit in the middle, and essentially just like all kinds of meat barbecuing, and they're pretty much applying sauce with a mop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is food super exciting on tour or what? Like,
I feel like we definitely would try and seek out good places to eat. I feel like on tour it is exciting, but there always is a point you reach where you just want a home cooked meal so badly. Even if you're eating at the best restaurants, there's just something about cooking for yourself, or just something you make that just is satisfying in a way that no restaurant can be.
The thing with food on the road is that's one of the only ways to really get any variety in your day, because everything else for the most part is the same. Whatever you have for breakfast is probably the same. You're on the road in the van with the same people for half the day. Lunch is probably mostly something you can get anywhere, but like that one meal of the day, could be something that you couldn't get anywhere else. So
yeah, that's like your moment of freedom in the day too. Eh?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and a direct correlation to eating well and feeling well and performing well, I would say.
Mhm.
Like the days where you have to eat at McDonald's,
Yeah.
It's
usually not a good sign of things to come.
You generally feel pretty sad that day.
Yeah.
And
that means you
driving with the windows down in the van for sure. I think for a while we tried to implement like no McDonald's in the van because it would just stink to high heaven. But I don't think we ever stuck to that.
Sometimes after a show at like 2 a.m. on your way back to the hotel, you just need a Big Mac.
And that's the weird thing is performing sometimes till like 1 or 2 in the morning. You're often hungry, so you eat super late and then you're up at 8 and.
Yeah, 'cause
Your
you don't-
body is generally just going through a roller coaster. So
Yeah, you don't
the better you can eat, the better.
can't eat too soon before the show, or else you're still like full and lethargic for the show.
Which is why we
And
started.
so there's like a 6-hour gap between dinner and bedtime.
And that's why we started the van, which is because it was one meal a day that we could control and, pack full of vegetables or just make kind of what we want. Because inevitably, if you're driving all day, your options are fast food or you're making a 2-hour pit stop.
Yeah.
So the sandwiches were sometimes more work than you wanted to do. You know, driving down a bumpy highway, trying to chop, whatever.
But it provides for a good 45 minutes of distraction.
Yeah, it's a good activity.
Was it you and I? We carved a chicken in a parking lot. Was that?
No, I
Schoenberg
didn't.
and
I wasn't a part of that.
Schoenberg,
It was you and I that made the highest scoring sandwich of all time. Though.
Right, because with the sandwiches, we would put them through
A rigorous
adjudication
process.
process.
Yeah,
What
Derek
was
and I had the highest scoring one. I can't really remember what was on it.
It was vegetarian
good.
though.
Yeah. Some of the worst. Schoenberg tried to toast bread over a candle one time.
And with the sandwiches, like
not recommended by the USDA.
bread really it makes or breaks a lot of sandwiches.
Yeah, and the main recurring theme is if somehow they could invent a van with a toaster, everything would be better.
It's toasted bread,
You just got to go back in time to when you could light your cigarette in the car or whatever, and just
I remember once we were
shove your bread in there.
shove a whole slice right in.
we were leaving
Instead of an 8-track player.
we were
you get a
leaving for
toaster.
tour, and I was going to be the last one to get picked up, and I had bought bread, and I toasted all the bread before leaving for the day's sandwiches. Okay.
Oh man.
I've been on
what are your
one
thoughts
tour
there?
and I've eaten so many sandwiches I could also not eat sandwiches.
That is a messy grill.
Yeah. Well, it'll burn off and do it
Good.
straight.
That little bit of charring. That's only good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty close there. Maybe like 1 minute.
Woo! Is blank steak one of those cuts that you want to keep medium rare, or do you want to go a little bit?
You can go medium rare on it.
It's just like any other steak.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense.
We're lucking out here with the no rain
A
during.
little bit of lighter sky peeking out right over there too. It might be okay. Yeah, or with the grill. I mean, this would work well on a grill pan too, but it's
It's just
quite
not
the
as
same. Yeah.
fun. Well, no, it's fine.
What would it be like over the fire? Like, how do you do it over the fire?
Well, I mean, you just need a good grill on top of the fire.
Okay.
To burn, you gotta let the fire burn for a while until the flames have died down, and then just let it be embers so that the heat is nice and even, and then you can cook on top of that.
Talking about cooking over fire.
Yeah. But the wood smoke it definitely adds a lot more flavor than than if you're just cooking on a gas barbecue.
Grill marks. It's a nice looking piece of steak.
Oh yeah.
Sure it is.
I'm gonna have to go in and get an oven yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It's just
that can go in.
And
Turn that
generally,
up to high for a little bit.
any cut of meat you want to let rest. And this will probably let rest for 5-10.
I'm gonna go get an oven.
You gotta let it rest, yeah?
Yeah. Otherwise, if you cut it, all the juices just come out. It kind of like bleeds out. If you don't, well,
Just put it on the back cutting board and move the.
want to let those go longer, or let
What?
the meat rest?
The veg? Or are we cutting this though?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
Just leave that.
Okey-doke.
Here, I'll. Okay, enough.
Yeah, you getting this propane off here, Jen?
Safety first.
There we go.
And now we wait.
Let's start. Get some plates.
I can start
We just,
slicing those peppers. Is there another cutting board I can use?
Just go to the back one.
Derek, is this pan okay to go on the table, or do you want it just on the cutting board?
What?
Is this pan okay? The steak pan okay to go on the table, or do you want it on the cutting board?
It can go on the table.
Also, might want to just saute it like this a little longer. Might just use that pan to do that.
This cast iron.
I think that's cool.
Are you gonna finish the peppers with anything, or are they already?
Well, we're gonna
Got
finish
what
it in
you
the
need.
pan.
Guess we should put these things.
Does the broadcast conclude before we eat, or is it part of it?
I think it would conclude before.
Okay.
But they might
Well,
want
we
to
can
see.
plate it.
Yeah, they might want to see how you cut the meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Not even light.
I wonder who's watching.
But we don't have to worry about making the table nice or anything for the broadcast. Yeah. Nice. Love it.
Then I'll need that cutting board back for cutting this meat.
This stuff, okay, is there a little dish I can just put the onion and cilantro in?
Just put it in the bowl that.
That the vegetables were in?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're gonna finish our peppers in the cast iron, or you could just leave them on the grill a little longer. Onions generally will grill faster. I think we need next step's a cooking show. There must be like cooking shows. They talk the entire time.
Yeah. It's not, you need a couple of non-rhythm section members if you want talking the entire time.
Burn.
Oh.
Burn.
Just have my peers narrate. I bet you guys could have a very successful cooking show.
Perhaps.
I think the product would be there as far as the food goes.
Then like a
It's just a matter of making it entertaining enough.
a sweet jam afterwards.
And we'd have to come up with a catchphrase.
Indeed.
Let's put a couple of lines on the plate here.
Oh, love this salt holder.
Or you can pinch.
Pinch is the best.
I knocked mine off the counter a couple months ago. That was a real bummer. Why did you do that? Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
It's just such a tiny little thing. It's always. Oh, mine is a lot smaller than yours. It was always kind of riding pretty close to the edge of the counter and just cooking too much haste one day.
Brennan, you want to cut up the onion?
I'll need that cutting board back.
Yeah, I'll put it
The
back
big
on
one?
this one here.
Yeah, because
Oh, the big one? Okay.
well, I'll cut the meat can get cut on it.
Okay,
I'll use
the little one for the onion here then.
Taking it in for a close up again. Got our peppers sauteing. Got our grilled onions here. Brandon's gonna cut those up.
Pretty coarse chop, I would imagine, on these.
We have cilantro, jalapeno, and a bit of raw onion, and then lime wedges. And our homemade tortillas.
I presume you want a real coarse chop on these suckers, eh?
Michael?
Well, here it is.
I did it.
What?
Like
I do
quarters,
whoever's walking.
quarters pretty much, or what?
Oh, whatever you want.
Crumbled some cotija cheese.
I'm gonna come get the meat.
The piece you let your stones. Still at Grace Mom's place or something?
And if it's not, cooked, just cut away real fast.
No.
Where is that knife?
Oh, you want this later?
Yeah, that's a meat knife.
Oh. They just went here, so I was giving them a nice coarse chop.
You're up, Brennan.
Yeah, I didn't know much to do. I was taking my time with it.
Okay. You're just putting in.
I'll put them separate, I think, with the peppers.
Yeah, I'll just line them in there now.
Okay, here we go.
Look in
I
there.
see this.
It's looking nice.
Oh yeah.
So it's cooked to a
Probably medium on that end.
cooked a little more to medium here.
That's good on the ends, I would say. A little more color in the middle, hopefully. Probably.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's cutting easy enough there.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Woo! Real good. Gonna be eating.
Derek, do you want me to put the tortillas on a plate?
I'll just leave them in the towel.
Okay.
I don't want to make more dishes
I should
than
probably
necessary.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah. Woo! I am pumped. And then if you're going vegetarian, I mean, that's a good taco right there.
Maybe some mushrooms.
A little bit of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You also
Ooh,
grill some
that's fine.
cheese, like halloumi or whatever. Where'd the tortillas go? Hold on. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we should plate one though. Let's do it. Dress one
Let's
up.
go make one on the plate.
Yeah. Riveting content right now. Let's grab it.
Just like my shares at the end.
Huzzah. Okay, now we'll dress one up. You want to do it on the table or on the counter, Derek?
Table's fine. Tastes good. Oh. We're gonna drip.
Okay, and we would go meat next. Oh, I don't think you're in there.
So I gotta clean up. I'm married to a vegetarian, so I gotta keep those meat juices under control.
Just looking for some songs.
Okay, let's just do this. Do the rinse for now.
Well, generally, I find people overload their tacos, which I don't like. I feel like just more with less fillings is a better approach. Couple of our peppers and onions in there.
Are you gonna give us?
Go in with the washed hands.
You want to leave this here for now?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
And I got 2 pieces of
No worries.
steak.
Oh, you want some of that?
Some cilantro. Maybe a couple onions.
You can just, if you just close it for now, B, I'll deal with it after.
And a bit of the, how do you say it?
Cotija.
Cheese. And then whatever hot sauce kind of suits your fancy. And then I would squeeze some lime over top.
I got a little variety pack of hot sauce. We got classic Valentina. Then we have a spicy chipotle sauce. And then a couple local ones. The 1882 fruit-based hot sauce. We got a mango habanero.
Oh.
And then this
just-
other one, this one's ripping hot, but it's delicious.
Nice.
Let's try that one
I
on.
don't think I've had either
Just-
of those.
You don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way with that.
Okay. And there it is. I'm taking a bite.
Drum roll, please. All right, there we go.
Happy days.
There we go.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Remember to donate to the Canadian Mental Health Association. Great cause. Oh, that's friggin' awesome.
Thanks.